Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. And today I'm surrounded by Christmas trees, but there's a reason for that. So today's video is sponsored by Rust-Oleum. However, all projects and opinions are my own. So I have a huge wide variety of Rust-Oleum spray paint in front of me. Why? Because I want to do a little something different with some of my holiday decor this year, and I need some trees to go with it. So I am going to spray paint Christmas trees today. I wanted to know what kind of trees paint best and which kind of spray paints work best on trees. So I have a lot of things to do. So the first thing I have is several Christmas trees in a couple of different shades of green, different heights, and a white one. I have spray paint in several different colors. I have glitter, shimmer, regular gloss, and one that is called chrome. So all you need for this project is some spray paint, your Christmas tree, and the outdoors. You may need some masking on some parts of your Christmas tree, like the base or something like that. So maybe some masking tape, some newspaper or old crumpled up paper from packaging, that type of thing. And to protect your grass, a lot of times I lay cardboard boxes down. But that's about it. Otherwise, grab your spray paint, grab your Christmas tree, head outside, and make something amazing. So let's take a look at the process. Alright, now we have some painted Christmas trees. So let's talk about some tips and tricks. The first thing we're going to talk about is the paint to pick for your trees. Now, I experimented with several different types of Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I must say I am in love with the chrome. So the pink tree and the purple tree on my left are both done with the chrome finish paint. And it gives a really retro metallic feel to the tree that I adore. Now the pink tree, I added some glitter. So if you're going to use the glitter spray paint on a plain tree, I would recommend white, light colors only, then add the glitter on top. Now I wasn't wild about that look because I wanted big, bold color. So I added the pink chrome to my white tree first, then I added glitter on top. And that gave me the best of both worlds. That metallic chrome finish with some glitter thrown in. So definitely big, bold, and glittery, all three. Now you can't go wrong with plain gloss paint, which is what this aqua tree is. It just won't have that metallic shine. But if you don't want the metallic shine, I would recommend the gloss paint for your tree. If you want that metallic shine, I would go with the chrome. So those are the two products that I highly recommend for spray painting your Christmas trees. Now, tips and tricks. So you want to paint your trees outside. I live in the South, which is beneficial because I could wait for a warm day to paint my trees. So you'd need to be 70, 75 degrees is optimum temperature to paint. So I did these on a warm day in the sun, painted them outdoors. Then once they were dry to the touch, I moved them to a shop building or garage to allow them to dry, because they will need to cure for 72 hours before you go to touching them and moving the branches around. If you live in a climate where you can't find a warm day, I would recommend a spray painting tent in something like a garage or shop building with a heater. That way you get everything nice and warm, can paint in there, and it's not too cold to paint. So now that you're ready to paint, let's talk about some tips and tricks with the trees themselves. I recommend spacing the branches out as much as possible. So get them all straight and spaced out so that you can paint each individual branch. You also want to paint all sides of every branch. So I found that starting with a light coat all the way around my tree, then picking the tree up, I could tell what areas I couldn't get from the top or the sides, and then I could paint that underside. So make sure you paint from all angles, bottom, top, and from all sides, so you get complete coverage of your tree. And go in light coats. Just keep spraying each light coat, layering on that paint until you get the perfect look for your Christmas tree. Now, I found that the darker the tree, so the smaller tree was my darkest one, and I painted it the dark purple. This was a lighter green, and I gave it the aqua color. Then the lightest tree, which was the white, I painted the pink. So I would recommend taking into consideration what color your tree is when you pick your paint color. And also some of these are like super inexpensive. So the white tree was from the Dollar General. So you can literally paint any Christmas tree with your Rust-Oleum spray paint. So grab those cheap Christmas trees that you might have in storage. Don't really like to use them anymore. Paint them a fun color, and then you can use them indoors or out this winter for your holiday decorations. Now on the purple tree, I masked the base off because it was like a canvas burlap-y base, which I could change that out for something else if I wanted to. On the other ones with just plastic bases, I just spray painted those the same color as the entire tree because I'll probably cover them up with a tree skirt or something anyway, so I didn't bother really masking them off. But for any masking, I would just use plastic bags, painter's tape, that type of thing to mask off any areas you don't want to paint. But the entire tree, I wanted to paint. So I even painted like inside the tree. And then for trees that are tall, they probably come apart in pieces. So this big guy over here, the one I painted pink, it actually came apart into 2 pieces. So I could take that apart as I was painting and paint each piece individually. But I did paint them standing up on some cardboard outdoors. So they were standing up the entire time, so I could get to every single angle and not have paint like sticking to the cardboard or the grass or whatever if the tree was laying down. So that's really about it. Spray painting Christmas trees is actually a super simple process, and you too can have bright and colorful Christmas trees in your holiday decor this year. Now all that's left for these guys is for me to set them around for my holiday decor or add some colorful and fun ornaments. So tell me in the comment section below what color you're going to paint your trees this year, and do you like that metallic chrome color or just the plain gloss? If you have any questions about painting your Christmas trees, please ask us in the comment section below. If you liked this video, if it helped you, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have videos like this every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank y'all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.